White has to start. Who is having white?
You.
So I should start?
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela once said, difficulty makes some men and breaks others. I believe struggle comes to all men. And if you hold under that fire, you come out as gold. Some other great man might have said that.
You are ready to learn something new. Ready to learn something new. Good.
My name is Robert Katende. I am a teacher.
So this one looks like a dog. Now, this one we call it knight.
We asked them, how many of you know chess? One boy said,
Coach, me I know. Coach, me I know. I said, huh? We used to play it because we could go into the circle and then we chase one another. I said, no, this is a board game.
So that means the whole of these ones we don't need.
And the most important aspect of the game is integrating the game principles into the life.
Chess is what?
Life!
Chess is?
Life!
My childhood was very uncertain and quite unpredictable. My mom conceived me when she was still in high school. She could not even present me to the father because my father had already a family. And because of that, my mom chose to take me to the grandmother. Many times we could hardly get what to eat. And our grandmother had to figure out on how best to get food for us. The first 3 years of my childhood, I was in the bush. That was our first time to see people killed. Like you could go run away. By the time you come back and find some other people having been killed, then we could simply keep on running. Having spent all those years in the bush, grandmother just said, we are going to go back.
the first time I met my mother, I could hardly believe that she was the one.
Robert Katende. I'm your mother.
Robert? Who is Robert? And I really loved it when I learned that my first name is Robert.
Robert Katende. Picture my bottom position, having to make do. Life's a field I have to dig my way through when you have nothing.
I think that was the happiest moment of my life. She told me that I had to come and join her in Kampala because I needed to start school.
I stayed with her for 2 years. Then she had become my everything.
She could take me to the city center. I could stand and look, and then she could laugh at me. Robert, come, we go on.
You realize you are in this happy moment for this little time. This one Saturday, the children came calling me, Robert, your grandmother has come back, but she's crying your mother's name.
And when I found her crying, I realized that Mom had died. I was asking myself, what next? Where to? Where should I go? Who should I go to?
I had come to the end of the world.
To survive,
I grew up relocating from one auntie to another auntie. And many times insults could come. In case maybe food is not enough, it's because there is an imposter in the family. I learned after that my mom could not pay the fees in the school. She could pay the teacher, then the teacher would sneak me in. So I had passed as #1 in my primary 3. I ended up skipping P4. So I got my report format at the burial. I was the 66th out of 72. Now I became the 6th out of 72. And I took it home. But they definitely figured it out that I had tampered with the report.
I never experienced any father's love. So even when you say, our loving father, it doesn't make sense to me. I felt even more alone when he passed on. That's when I realized I was now a typical orphan. Life as an orphan meant digging. You dig for a week until you have found food to bring back home. I was totally alone. Why should I suffer? I could access the right poison, but I did not have the money. I could not afford to die. I had so many questions. Where will I go? What next? All I had was a mattress, a fork, a spoon to my name. I remember even when I was with my auntie, I could say, no matter what happens to me, I will endure it for the sake of education. Even when I was falling, there were others who could pull me up. A headmaster could pay my fees, and a girl could give me love.
Because of the skill I had, I was always admired. I even got nicknames like Kajiko, meaning the spoon. You see these children come singing your name. Robert, you are for you, tumwagala nyo mama. Ona yachimanyi tumwagala kufana kuona. And I could find peace and joy whenever I was in the soccer field. I could forget the world.
I even played soccer on a mercenary basis. For every goal I scored, I could eat for 1 more week. But I was so happy because I had graduated.
Speak down with.
If I'm leaving, how can I help those who are going through the same tough time? And right now as soccer coach,
I need a good throw-in.
I realized that not all the children were interested in soccer.
And I felt like, how can I get these children actively involved? I had a chessboard, which I left the university with. And I said, should I introduce this game to these kids?
The concepts and the principles we get from the game is just enough to make us successful in life.
What I looked at was, how do I grow them into leaders? Whatever you learn, I want you to be able to teach it to someone else.
Okay? Because the moment we learn this, we have learned all these other remaining pawns.
So they could go and influence their friends to come. Because I was serving porridge, most of them would come. And then I could make these ones teach the others what they know. The turning point was connecting to Woodrow King's College, one of the most famous schools in the country. I had to prepare the children psychologically and emotionally. I told them, no one knows where we are coming from. So teaching them how to hold even the fork, which hand holds the knife.
They were asking me, Coach, why do I need to cut what I'm going to eat? I can't just pick it. So there was a lot of lessons.
Kati ekisinga obukulu kiki? Twagala kuzimba ki? Mind yafe ate chess agenda kutuyamba mu bintu bingi.
They realized that they have now a father, an element they were really missing in their life. The 12 years now I have spent with these children, I am really so grateful to see what these children have now become. Ivan became the under-15 champion. Fiona, she has represented Uganda in the world chess competitions. I never went there to teach chess to make chess champions.
Even those who became chess champions, they could not read or write. So I began to strategize. I became a free math teacher in this school so that my kids could one day become students here.
Studied to any science subject.
As I speak right now, I have 19 children in this school who are from the chess program.
If you want to become a doctor, if you want to become an engineer, you respect and trust your opponent. But the question here is, how can I use what I have to get what I don't have? You have to think abstractively. You have to strategize. You have to stay focused. For instance, you start the game with so many pieces. These pieces keep on being captured. But you change the objective? No. No matter how fewer pieces you have, you stay with the same goal. I was asking myself, will I ever grow and be having my own family where I can be a father? But I didn't know how do fathers behave. When you feel that self-unworthiness, and you feel like maybe it may never be possible.
Robert was like, Sarah, I want to marry you. If you're serious, give me 10 reasons.
And I wrote, I love you. Okay, number 2, I love you. Number 3, I love you. So he said, don't you have any other? I said, the reason is I love you. Little did I know that it was the password.
Difficulty either makes you or breaks you. Yeah. Wow. Couldn't recognize her when I first saw her. This angel in a nurse uniform running to me crying, lifting me to the sky. And at 7 I hear my full name for the first time. Robert Katende. Picture my bottom position, having to make do. Life's a field I have to dig my way through. When you have nothing, then you have nothing to relate to. Echitakumenya chikuzimba. Difficulty either makes you or breaks you. Echitakumenya chikuzimba.